All right, so feet hip width or together. So narrow or all the way together. Hands behind your thighs. Sit up tall, collarbones wide. We're gonna take an inhale. Exhale, get a little taller. This time, inhale, we'll hinge back, maybe straightening the arms. Exhale, lift from your abdominals and a little help from your arms. We'll do that a few times. Inhale, hinge. Press your feet down. Exhale, lift up. Press the heels down. Navel to spine as you come up. Option to reach your arms forward. Same movement. Inhale, hinge back. Press down through the feet. Zip up through the abdominal wall. Four more. Collarbones wide. One more time, hinge back, maybe not quite as far. We're gonna stay here a little longer. Open your arms out to the sides and reach forward, stabilizing the spine. Open and close the arms. Press your heels down. Draw your abdominals in toward your spine. This time we'll lift your arms up and lower the arms down. Arms up and down. Warming up the abdominals. Last one. And we'll sit all the way up. Let's sit cross-legged now. And we'll take a side stretch. We're gonna take one hand to the floor, other arm overhead. You can bend your supporting arm for a deeper stretch. Keep both sits bones on the mat, on the floor. And we'll go to the other side. Anchor both sits bones, reach long through that top arm. One more each side, holding for about 2 or 3 breaths. Breathe into your side ribs. We'll come back up. All right, we're gonna grab onto your knees and we'll move the spine a little more. You're gonna tuck the pelvis, bow your head, pull your lower ribs back, and then restack. Sit tall. Opposite direction, pull your chest up through your arms. Roll the shoulders back, extending the spine. And again, tuck the pelvis, bow your head, pulling your lower ribs back. And then extend, pull with the arms, pull your chest up. One more of each. And back to center. Let's grab one or both of your weights. And we're just gonna hold those right up against the chest, nice and close. Sitting, legs can be however you like, as long as you've got equal weight on both hips. And we're gonna take a twist to the right. Slow enough that you have to use your abdominals to twist. Come back with control. And then other direction, using your abdominals to twist the ribs and shoulders. You're gonna keep going like this at your own pace, gently wringing out the spine, getting taller as you twist. Maybe you exhale to twist. Inhale to untwist. And last one. Okay, feel free to change the position of your legs. We're gonna stay seated. Let's take your arms up though. Weights together. We're gonna bend the arms behind your head and lift up. Bend and lift. navel to spine. Three more. Lift up. We'll separate the weights a little bit. You're gonna bend the arms, hands come toward your shoulders and press up. Bend, lift up. Five more. Draw your navel to your spine, sitting taller as you lift. Last one. And let's set the weights off to the side. We'll come to a Z sit with your legs. We'll stretch the hips out a little bit. All right, one hand down, one hand to your hip, and we're gonna roll that top hip forward and back. Just getting some movement through the hip. Finding a stretch where you can. Two more. And then find the middle place with your pelvis, and we'll keep the pelvis anchored here. Flex that back foot, and we're gonna lift your side knee and lower without letting this hip roll back. Knee up and down. Option to have both hands off the floor. Just that little bit of external rotation. Two more here. And now we'll keep your knee down, lift the back foot and lower. Little lift and lower. You can lean forward if you need more space for your hip. Four, three, two, one, and then we're just gonna go back and forth between those two movements. So knee up and down, then foot up and down. External and then internal rotation at the hip. One more of each. And now we're gonna lean over if you need more room. You're gonna lift that whole leg up and lower the whole leg down. So lifting your knee and your foot and lower. Three more. And this time, hold it up. Keep that leg off the floor, take your knee forward and your knee back. Folding at the hip crease, and then open the hip crease. Fold and open. Two more. And we'll go all the way over to the other side. Z sit on your second side. Point the foot behind you. One hand up on the floor, one hand to your hip. We'll roll your hip forward and back. A stretch for one hip, or maybe stretching both hips. Two more. And then find the middle place between those two extremes. Flex the back foot. We'll stabilize your pelvis. Lift that side knee and lower. Lifting that knee up and down. Maybe both hands come off the floor. Lift up through the crown of your head as you lift that knee up. Drawing the abdominal wall in and up. Three more. Okay, now internal rotation. Press that knee down, lift your foot up, or try. We can lean forward if you need more space. back and forth between those two. Knee up and down, then foot up and down. External rotation and then internal rotation. Stabilizing the pelvis. One more of each. And then we'll lift that whole leg up and lower down. You can lean over if you need more room. Lift that whole leg and lower. 2 more. Hold it up now. Take your knee forward and knee back. Folding at the hip crease and then open the hip crease. Fold and open. 2 more. And we're gonna go all the way over to the other side again. So Z-sit here again. This time we're gonna take your forearm down, stretch your top arm over. A little bit of a side bend here. Take some big circles of your free arm. Big yawn for your shoulder. Lifting the lower ribs, good. Yeah, feel free to follow your hand with your eyes. Reverse. All right, we're gonna take both forearms down, and you can go more over your knee if you need to. We're gonna extend the back leg. Okay, you're gonna lift and lower that back leg. Lengthen out from the top of your head out through the back toes, belly button to spine, squeezing through that glute. Hold that leg up, little circles. Stabilize your pelvis, lengthen your spine. Reverse. And we'll bend your knee, come back up to sitting, and let's change to the other side. Switching out your legs. All right, little side bend, bring your forearm down, top arm overhead, and we'll take some big circles. Big yawn for your shoulder. Perhaps follow your hand with your eyes, getting some rotation for your rib cage. Reverse. We'll take both forearms down. If you need to, you can walk a little bit more over your leg, over your knee. Extend the back leg, long line from your head out through the back toes, and we're gonna lift and lower that back leg. Just that little up and down. Try and keep the back knee straight, working from the glute. Little circles. Lengthen the sides of your neck. Lift your abdominals. Reverse. And we'll bend that knee, sit yourself back up. Okay, we're gonna take both feet in front of you. We'll step the feet out wide, knees bent, feet wide, hands behind you on the floor. And we're gonna take both knees over to one side. See if you can lay both knees on the mat and then switch to the other side. Try and bring both knees down. Rotating through the hip joint, joints plural, and rotating through the spine. I'm gonna take one hand off the floor, twisting a little further, and then switch. So one hand comes off the floor, turning the torso all the way. And now see if we can do it without hands. No hands on the floor, keeping the spine a little more upright if possible. take both knees to one side. From here, you're gonna lean forward, see if you can lift your hips, lower the hips, and take your knees to the other side. Little lean, pressing down through both shins, coming down with control. One more each side. Okay, let's come down to one side. We'll do some side lying here. Okay, let's straighten out the bottom leg. Place your top knee down and we'll lift and lower the bottom leg. Lifting from your upper leg, your upper inner thigh. Navel to spine as you lift up. Now we're going to lift the head up as you lift that leg up and lower. Lift your head, lift your leg, and lower. Now we'll see if we can lift that bottom arm up as well, making a little banana shape. Use that hand in front of you, pushing down through the front hand. It's a pretty small movement in the upper body. 3 more. All right, rest the upper body, lift just the leg, little circles of that inner thigh. Reverse. And we'll lower down. Let's straighten both legs out. And we're going to take both legs slightly forward, a little diagonal in front of you. Flex the top foot. And we're just going to take that top leg up and down, staying at that little forward diagonal. Stable pelvis. And then lower to about hip height. And we're going to go forward and back. Flex the foot as you go forward. Point the foot as you come to the back. Think tailbone back as your leg goes forward. Think pubic bone forward as the leg goes back. Tail back as your heel comes forward. Pubic bone forward as the leg goes back. Stabilizing the ribs, shoulders, and pelvis. Now let's keep your foot pointed. We're going to take your leg forward, circle up, back behind you, and down. Brush against the other leg. Stable pelvis as you circle your legs. Stabilize your ribs and shoulders too. Reverse. Last 2. And we're going to bend both knees, heels in line with your tailbone. And now push yourself up onto your forearm, up onto your elbow. Reach your free arm up to the ceiling, lifting through your side ribs. And we're going to take a twist, reach underneath yourself. Untwist, reach up. 2 more, inhale, under. Exhale, lift up. Lift up. Shoulders away from your neck and ears. Now lift your pelvis up. Same thing, rotate under. Untwist, rotate up. Inhale, under. Exhale, up. 2 more. lower the hips down. Let's keep the legs together here. Push yourself up. You're gonna grab onto a shin, and we're gonna see if we can take a little awkward side bend. All right, let's bring that hand down. Okay, we're gonna lift the hips up from here. Side bend, reach over, and then lower the hips down. Let's do that again. Up and over. This time, we're not gonna lower the hips all the way. We'll just lower slightly and then lift up. 3 more like this. One more. And we'll come all the way down, and let's swing your legs to the other sides. Lying all the way down on the second side. Okay, we'll straighten the bottom leg. Place your top knee down. Navel to spine, lift and lower the bottom leg. Keeping that bottom leg straight, so we're lifting from the upper thigh. Connect to your abdominals. And we're gonna lift the head as you lift your leg and lower, just the head for now with your inner thigh. Pressing into that hand in front of you. And then maybe add that bottom arm, little banana lift, banana shape. Pressing more into that top arm now. 3 more. Okay, rest your head, just lifting that bottom leg, little circles of the bottom leg. Keep connecting to your abdominals. Keep a continuous flow of breath. Reverse. And we'll lower down. We'll straighten both legs out and take your legs at a slight diagonal forward. Flex the feet. Up and down with the top leg, staying at this little forward angle. Straight up and down. Keep your pelvis stacked and stable. 2 more. And we'll bring that leg to hip height and take your leg forward. Point that foot as you come to the back. Flex to the front. Point to the back. Think tailbone back as your leg comes forward, and think pubic bone forward as the leg comes back. Stabilize through your shoulders, ribs, and pelvis. Let's keep your foot pointed. Swing your leg forward, circle up, back, and down. Stable pelvis as you circle your leg. Reverse. One more. And we'll bring the legs together, bend both knees, heels back in line with your tailbone, and you're gonna push yourself up onto your forearm, up onto your elbow, lifting your ribs up and reach your arm up. Take a twist, reach underneath your ribs, look back behind you, and untwist, reach up. 2 more. Inhale under. Exhale up. Okay, Let's hold that arm up, lift your ribs, lift your pelvis, and same motion here. Inhale, reach under, exhale, lift up. Using the obliques now. One more. We'll lower your pelvis, we'll keep the shins together, grab onto that top shin, awkward side bend up and over. And now we'll have your hand on the floor. Okay, we're gonna lift the pelvis up, reach overhead. Lower all the way down with control. Up and over. This time we'll lift up. And instead of coming all the way down, we'll just get the hips close to the floor and then lift back up. So now the abdominals are working the whole time. 3 more. And we'll come all the way down. Let's come to sitting on your sits bones again. We're gonna grab the weights. All right. So similar to how we started, legs together this time, feet down on the floor, and we'll hold the weights, arms straight up to the ceiling. Find your tall spine here, and we're gonna hinge back, reach your arms forward, lift your arms, lift your spine up. Press your feet down, hinge back. Exhale, lift the arms, lift the spine. Zipping up through the abdominals. Inhale, hinge back. Exhale up, 3 more. We'll hinge back and hold, palms up, little circles of your arms, collarbones wide. Squeeze your knees, press your feet into the floor, reverse the arms. Alternating bicep curls, bend one arm and then switch, and switch. Option to lift one foot up. And switch legs. Maybe both legs up, lifting the feet up in line with the shins, with the knees rather. 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the feet down, set the weights down. All right, let's take your hands behind you. We'll do some push-ups behind your back. Fingers pointing forward or a little to the sides. We'll bend the arms and push up. Legs can be anywhere. Whatever's comfortable for you. Four more. Bend the arms, little pulses, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. 3, 2, 1, come all the way up. And then we're gonna come back onto our forearms. Okay, so little pelvic tuck. Press the top of your sacrum or the top of your pants down into the floor and bring your legs to tabletop. So you're gonna keep pressing the top of the sacrum down for toe taps. Lower the right toes. Use your abs to lift up and switch. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Press the top of your sacrum down to bring your knee up. Or draw your navel down to lift your knee up. One more each leg. Now feet together, knees apart. We're gonna start by drawing the knees toward you, toward your shoulders. And then you're gonna lower the feet about halfway down And then use your abs to pull the knees in. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Again, keep the top of your sacrum down so your abs are working the whole time. 2. And 1. All right, set your feet down, come up off the arms. And let's straighten out your right leg. Bend the left knee, hug that knee into your chest and sit up tall. Okay, focusing on the right leg, we're gonna straighten that right knee as much as you can. If your knee is hyperextended, then your heel will lift slightly up. So I want you to feel your quad is super engaged. Sit up tall, flex your foot. You're gonna keep all of that engagement and now lift that leg up and lower. It's gonna be small. Reach out through your heel, up through the top of your head. Keep that knee super straight, quad working hard as you lift and lower. 3 more. Get taller as you lift your leg. Can you straighten your knee more? And last one. And we'll switch it out. All right, sit up tall, flex your foot, straighten your knee all the way, and then little lift and lower, getting taller as you lift. How straight can you make your knee? Reaching forward through your heel, back through your hip, up through the top of your head. 3 more, straight knee. And 1. Okay, lie down onto your back. And we'll use the weights a little more. Okay, arms up. We'll bend your elbows out wide and press up, chest press. Let your spine be heavy against the floor, heavy skull, heavy ribs, heavy pelvis, and heavy feet. Letting those points sink a little heavier into the floor. Three more. All right, arms up. We'll turn the palms in. You're gonna open your arms out to the sides and lift up. Open and close your chest fly. Now we're gonna add one leg movement. So you're gonna open one knee out to the side as you open the arms, and then bring that leg in, and we'll alternate legs. Stabilize your pelvis and stabilize the non-moving leg. So deep abdominal work to keep your pelvis and legs stable as you open the opposite leg. Last 3 with the arms. 1 more each leg. Imprint your lower back now. Weights together. We're gonna bend to your forehead and press up. Tricep press. Bring your legs to tabletop. Again, imprint your lower back down into the mat or press the top of your sacrum down. And maybe add the legs, extending your legs as you extend your arms. Inhale, bend. Deepen your abdominals to lift your feet, to lift your arms. Three more. hold it up, arms up, legs up. We're gonna take the right leg forward and then straight up and switch. Left leg forward. Exhale up. Keep pressing your lower back down. Arms are just stable. One more each leg. Use your abdominals to lift your leg up. Let's step the feet down to the floor. Arms are still up. Weights are still together. Press your lower ribs down into the mat. We're going to keep the lower ribs down. You're going to take your arms back, probably just about halfway. And then use your abs to lift both arms up. So just that little movement. Inhale. Keep the lower ribs down as your arms go back. And use your whole abdominal wall to lift the arms up. Inhale. Back. Navel down to lift up. 3 more. And last one. Let's hold the arms up just above your chest. Feet sits bone distance apart, or about a fist distance apart. And we're gonna head into a bridge. You're gonna press down through both feet and float your pelvis up. We're going for a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Stay for an inhale. And exhale, fold at your hip creases, lower your pelvis down. Almost like your spine is like a 2x4. We're just lifting one end to lift up to that bridge. And then fold at your hip crease or lead from your tailbone as you come down. So we're keeping the spine straight. Hug your abdominals around your spine. One more time, you're gonna lift your pelvis up. Equal weight in both feet, both shoulders. We're gonna keep the pelvis lifted. Hug your abs in, hug your ribs in. Keep those lower ribs where they are as your arms go back. Inhale. Use your abdominals to lift your arms up. Staying in that bridge. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, think navel down, pubic bone up to lift your arms. Connect your arms into your abdominals. 3 more. Last one. Arms up and fold at your hips. Lower the pelvis down. And let's set those weights off to the side. Open your arms, gently sway your knees side to side or take any stretching that feels good to you. Okay, we're gonna turn all the way over now. We're gonna come to a Sphinx position. So elbows under your shoulders, ish. If that feels like too extreme of a back bend, you can have the arms more forward. All right, collarbones wide, little lift through the crown of your head. And we wanna zip up through the abdominals. So I want you to think of drawing your pubic bone toward your belly button and lifting the low belly slightly up. From there, we're gonna bend the right knee. So you're bringing your heel toward your buttocks and then lengthen that leg back down and switch, bending the left knee. Lengthen that leg as you lower. And again, just one leg at a time. Driving your pubic bone down, belly button up, trying to keep the lower back stable as you bend. If you want more challenge, you can hover your knee up off the floor as you bend the knee. So lifting that leg up as you bend and then extend. Let's try both legs now. Bend and extend. Lift your belly button up or back as you bend the knees. Trying to lift your knees slightly up as you bend them. Last 2. come all the way down. Press your feet into the floor now. Open your arms out to the sides. Float your forehead about an inch up off the floor, maybe 2 inches. Lift your arms up as well. Again, keep your feet down, navel to spine, little circles of your arms. Stabilize your torso, your trunk. Reverse. We're gonna windmill the arms now. One arm forward, one arm back. Reach out to the sides to switch. Out and switch. Windmilling back and forth. Keep pressing your feet down, belly button up. Lengthen the sides of your neck, the sides of your waist. This time, let's reach both arms forward. Now reach both arms back. Lift the chest as you reach back. Lower your chest to reach both arms forward. Sweep out and back, maybe lifting the sternum up. 3 more. Press your feet into the floor, a little lift in your abdominals. Last one. And then take a rest. Whatever rest looks like for you. You can hang out here or come to a child's pose or any stretch that you like. Let's come to hands and knees. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And take any spinal movement that feels good to you. You can take a cat-cow, you can do a little side to side, you can do something circular or snake-like. Come down to your forearms. Make sure you've got some room behind you on the floor. All right, we're gonna step 1 foot back. We're coming into a forearm plank. Step the other foot back to meet it. Lower your hips in line with the shoulders. Hold here, or see if you can lift 1 foot off the floor. Step down and switch. Lifting the other foot. Alternating legs, or just holding. 1 more each leg. And we'll bring the knees back down underneath your pelvis. All right, dog to fire hydrant. Lift your right knee up to the side. Lower down, just the right leg. Lift so high that your pelvis has to rotate good. So we get a little bit of oblique engagement here. Three more. And then switch legs. How high can you lift the left knee? Three more. Okay, and we're gonna come up to a high kneel now. Okay, we're gonna take 1 foot kind of out to the side. Kind of a Captain Morgan pose. Okay. All right, hands behind your head. And we're gonna do some side bending, keeping your pelvis stable. We're gonna take your elbow toward your knee. And then we're gonna side bend the other way. Using your core to make sure you don't fall all the way off center. So we're stretching as far as you can without falling over. Part stretch, part work. One more each way. And back up. Let's switch legs. Okay. All right, hands behind the head, shoulders down. We'll go toward your leg first. Stable pelvis, go away from that leg. Using the core to hold you as you go off center. Stable legs, stable pelvis. 2 more each side. Okay, and let's find our way up to standing. All right, feet under your hip joints, arms out in a low V, and we're gonna rotate the arms internally and then externally. Twisting as far as you can in each direction, rotating through your wrists, forearms, but especially your upper arm bones, your humerus bones. And we're gonna go a little faster, still twisting as far as you can in each direction. And then we're gonna start to take those arms up a little higher. Just up to shoulder height. I'll do a few here. How far can you twist in each direction? And then coming back down. One more time, up. Just to shoulder height. And this time we'll come right back down. All right, bring your fingers to the hip crease where your pelvis and your thighs meet. And we're gonna fold at your hip crease, fold at your knees, find your squat, and then stand up. And again, folding your hip crease around your fingers, and then open, press your hip into your fingers. Fold, sitting low, and then stand and open the front of the hip. 3 more. Keeping the back straight. Let's fold one more time and we're gonna hold it here. Let the arms hang now. And we're gonna take one arm forward, one arm backward, and switch. Scissor the arms, lifting those arms up. Long line from your head out through your sits bones. 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand up. Let's take some big arm circles. Reverse. All right, let the arms hang, collarbones wide, press into your toes and lift your heels up with control. Slowly lower the heels down. And we'll do that again, heels up. And imagine keeping your head right here as you lower the heels down. So a sense of lifting as you come down. Two more here. Okay, and we're gonna bend the knees just a little bit here. Actually, let's bend the knees quite a bit. You're gonna bring your hands down to your knees. We're gonna bring the knees together and we're gonna do some like knee circles here. And then reverse. And back up to standing. Last little bit, we'll do a little balance challenge now. Grab your elbows, shoulders down. You're gonna twist to the right and lift your right foot off the floor. Step down as you come through center and switch. Pick up the left foot as you twist to the left. Root down through your standing foot, lift up through the crown of the head. Keep going at your own pace. For more challenge, go slower. For less challenge, go quicker. Last one each side. And we're all done.